AI is powerful, but it struggles when it faces the complexity of real-world data. Right now, most LLMs are trained on public, general data, which is the same internet knowledge available to everyone. That's great for answering common questions, but completely useless when you need AI to work with your proprietary data, internal knowledge base, business logic as well. Without access to your data, AI is just making educated guesses, often getting things wrong or missing key details entirely. To actually be useful in a real-world application, AI needs direct, structured, and secure access to the right information. Your information. Imagine an organization with massive data sets, emails, logs, reports, all interconnected. Most AI systems can only process a small slice of this at a time. The result, important connections are missed and hallucinations creep in. Now, think about the static fine-tuned models. They're great until they're outdated. By the time you've trained your model to understand your processes, new workflows, data, and terminology have already made it irrelevant. And then there's security. Let's say someone asks an AI about sensitive financial or operational data. Without fine-grained access control, the system might serve up answers that no one should see, which is a serious risk in any field. And if AI is going to live up to its potential, it needs better context. Context that's dynamic, secure, and precise. So what does better context look like in action? Imagine a healthcare system managing patient data, guidelines, and compliance rules. For AI to deliver value here, it must be private, reasoning over proprietary datasets without risking exposure, deliver personalized results. A doctor, administrator, and a compliance officer might ask the same question, but they need completely different answers. It also include regulated access. A compliance officer should never access personal patient notes. Now, make that data dynamic. Regulations and guidelines change constantly, and the static system just can't keep up. The context must always be fresh and adapt in real time. And finally, it has to be relevant. No one has the time to sift through the noise. AI needs to connect the dots across documents, relationships, and other data sources, delivering exactly what's needed. Our customers and community are already applying Memgraph to tackle these challenges head-on. For example, teams in science and engineering are building reasoning graphs to navigate massive datasets, allowing them to allocate resources and make decisions faster. In industries with complex technical terminology, organizations are customizing AI to their language and workflows, delivering precise answers for technical teams as well as leadership. And in finance, dynamic graph algorithms are helping uncover patterns in real-time data streams to drive decisions with speed and accuracy. What we're doing isn't just about technology. It's about enabling organizations to deliver real-world results faster, smarter, and with confidence. We've talked about the challenges. Now, let's talk about the solution. Our CTO, Marco, will take you through how Memgraph 3.0 makes AI truly context-aware. Take it away, Marco.
Thank you, Dominic. I'm Marco, co-founder and CTO at Memgraph, and I'll explain a bit more how we got here and what's the plan for the future. So up until Memgraph 2.0, our focus was Memgraph community, building all these performant and scalable and easy to use graph features, basically to enable developers to start building graph applications as easiest as possible. During 2.0, leading to 3.0, our main focus was building high availability, stability, all these enterprise-ready applications like security, compliance, all required to build mission-critical applications. Going forward, one of the key focus area is going to be the AI ecosystem and how to add tools and building blocks to actually accelerate developers building agent applications. Maybe a bit more about the transition from 2.0 to 3.0. So 2.0 was released more than 3 years ago. It contains more than 1,000 PRs. And yeah, keep in mind, our PRs are squash merged. So there were actually many smaller commits during time, so there is a lot of changes coming in. Yeah, it was mostly about availability, automatic failover, and enterprise ready features like security compliance. But of course, we also improved the performance, improved the scalability, and in the last few versions, we actually added a bunch of tools to accelerate AI applications. For example, vector search or dynamic graph algorithms or schema retrieval systems, which are important to understand what is actually happening in the data, and all that led to a decision to actually bump the version. It's not a huge breaking change, so even though it has a few smaller breaking changes, but mostly the architecture stayed the same, and we just massively improved and add more capabilities into the whole system. Going forward, so Graph seems to be a huge building block in the AI applications, meaning all these knowledge retrieval systems and agentic applications. There seems to be a really fit explaining all of these things or building these things as a graph. Internally, we define something which is called a reasoning graph, which is kind of a higher-level abstraction to build agents where you build the logic over time, and in combination with LLMs, you actually build a reasoning graph or a reasoning engine that can solve a particular problem or deliver a particular value. The goal is to accelerate primarily developers, but by building these higher-level logic, we think that it's also about business persona and how to accelerate business users and to get to value faster and to be able to influence the tooling and all the agents in a much more direct way. Of course, graph storage and analytics is our key strength, so we'll continue pushing on that side because that's fundamental building block for all of that. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for listening.